It's only easy to kill good men. Men like Dolokhov are only good for wars. In between wars, they ought to be locked up in cages. Yeah.
I'd like to leave Moscow. I want to get away from these people who believe it's normal to kill. We're scornful of a man if he doesn't kill. At the banquet, when Dolokhov made the toast, I looked across at him, smiling at me. I was convinced of the guilt of my wife. Well, is that a reason to kill?
What, my dear fellow?
Lena was guilty, not Dolokhov. In this case, I might have done the same thing. Maybe it's even certain that I'd have done the same thing. There we were, in the snow, facing each other with pistols. You know who's the guilty one? I, only I.
Yeah, don't be silly.
And you know why? Because I married her without loving her. I wanted her. I had to have her, so I made myself blind. I lied when I said to her, I love you. And because of that, there's Dolokhov, stretched in pain, alive only by the grace of God. Because of my weakness, my lie. I'm guilty, and I must suffer for it.
Pierre, you're thinking like this, or it'll become an obsession, and it's not like you. Look, if you'll agree, we'll all take a fine trip to our place in the country. It'll do us all good, and Nicholas wants to show it to Denisov. We'll start tonight, and you'll come with us, eh? Oh, of course you'll come with us. I'll go and tell the family. Mama! Natasha! Sonia! Petya! Hurry! We start for the country tonight.
Why didn't you tell me Pierre was here? Will you go, Pierre?
We must start while the moon is still high. Of course, Pierre will go.
Ilya! What has happened, Ilya? And what moon are you speaking of?
Is there more than one, my pet? Oh, how long must we wait for Nicholas?
Papa, I'm so happy you made up your mind. I was just thinking one more day and the snow will be gone. Thank you.
Sonia, hurry. Prokofy, order the troikas.
Immediately, sir. We're off! Hurry up, Nicholas. You're delaying the trip to the country.
The country? You said you wanted to go to the country to show Denisov. Come, hurry.
Come, I'll give you a like this. Yes, I was just beginning to enjoy Moscow.
Faster.
Faster, Nitka! As we ride in the troika, you and I, stars are twinkling up in the sky. Trains are sweet and like and soft and low, sleigh bells twinkling across the snow. All you come and get and let me have you say, hey, I'm going to make you just give me money and I say you and I, stars are twinkling up in the sky. Trains are sweet and like and soft and low, sleigh bells across the snow.
Ever since Nicholas joined the army, he's become terribly efficient.
Yes.
Hardly seems to be my own son.
I quite agree with you.
Just a minute. I believe that's my friend, Prince Andrei Volkonsky. May I ask him to join us?
Why,
By all means.
Do ask him.
Come on, Natasha.
Greetings. How glad I am to see you. I didn't know you were still in the country. The Rostovs invite you to join the hunt.
For the time being, I'm afraid anyone else's society would give me more pain than pleasure.
Prince Andrei, may I present the Countess Rostova and her brother Petya Rostov.
I do hope Pierre's convinced to come, Prince Andrei. It promises to be one of the very best hunts of the year. And the huntsman swears he knows where there's a wolf and her cubs. And the ground's just perfect, and we'd be so delighted if you'd... What I mean is, I do think you would enjoy it.
Perhaps I'll join you later, if I may.
And stay to dinner?
Possibly.
But you just said...
Shall I come now?
Wonderful. I'm glad you stayed tonight, Andrei.
So am I.
The Rostovs are charming, aren't they?
Charming. It's wonderful to watch them together. They're like a special race. A race of handsome, healthy, gay, thoughtless animals.
Thoughtless?
That's the most charming of their characteristics.
All of them, you think?
All of them. No. Within a year or two, the girl, Natasha, will begin to think. They'll make her even more charming, but less of a Rostov. You follow me?
I think so. Andrei, I think it's bad for you. It's wrong to stay down here year after year, brooding, not seeing anyone, living the life of a hermit.
Bad? Wrong? There are only two things in this life that are really wrong, Pierre. Remorse and illness. When I've recovered from them both, I'll go out in the world again.
Remorse? What have you got to be remorseful for?
I was too late. I let Lisa die feeling unloved, uncomforted. I was too busy on the trail of glory to take the time to comfort my wife. Well, I found glory. I stopped the retreat of 100 men for 5 minutes. I was left for dead in a lost battlefield and a lost war. I'll stop being a hermit, Pierre, when something happens to make me forget all those things. Well, I think I'd better go to bed now. Good night, Pierre. And thank you again.
Good night, Andre.
Natasha, come to bed. You'll catch cold.
I won't. I can't sleep. What's the use? After a day like this, it's impossible to sleep. How can anyone sleep? Do just come and see what a moon. Look how glorious it is. Sonia. Yes? Do you think Prince Andre likes us?
Of course he does.
He's so silent. He keeps sitting there as though he's passing judgment on us. I'm a little frightened of him, aren't you?
No.
I'm a little frightened, and yet, when I sang after dinner, I wanted to go up to him and take him by the hand and look in his eyes and sing just for him. Poor man, he'd never have come here again if I'd done that. Did you notice he almost never smiles? While I was singing, I turned round suddenly and caught him looking at me. And he was smiling then. And I felt, but it's almost impossible to describe. I felt as if someone had given me the most enormous, beautiful present.
Come to bed, Natasha. It's
Oh, you try to spoil everything. On a night like this, I feel like hugging myself and straining tight as possible and flying away.
Take care, you'll fall out.
All right. But it is a shame to go in on such a night. It's as though you've been hearing wonderful music, and you just know that the next song and the song after that is going to be the most beautiful thing you've ever heard in your whole life. And being pulled away, missing it forever. Forever.
Natasha.
All right. Nicholas,
Yes?
the expression on my face.
What about it?
Do I look disdainful?
Nah.
You're impossible. I'm sure I look disdainful.
Well, what do you want to look disdainful for?
Well, I thought if I looked bored and disdainful, nobody would notice that this is the first ball I've ever been to. How's this better?
Oh, that's much better.
Good. Nicholas, you must promise me one thing.
What's that?
Not to dance with me.
No, Natasha.
No matter if I just stand against the wall for 5 hours and nobody comes over and says a word to me. No matter how much I seem to be appealing to you, you must absolutely promise me not to ask me to dance.
Why not?
Because it would be too humiliating for the whole world to see the only person who asks me to dance is my brother, out of pity. Promise?
I promise.
Nicholas,
What now?
is everybody looking at me?
Oh, can't you see it yourself?
Not without changing the expression on my face.
Natasha, you know there's one awful thing about you.
Tell it to me. Tell me the whole truth.
No girl I'll ever meet will ever be able to amuse me as much as you do.
Don't talk like that. Now go and leave us to our fate.
Excuse me, my dear.
Papa, I'm
Nicholas,
just,
come and look after your mother.
Oh,
That's a
you
good
come,
boy.
Mother.
Yes, my darling.
What a horrible mistake. I shouldn't have come. Nothing is going to happen. The night is going to be one horrible, black, degrading zero.
Ah, Count Danilov, come and meet my family. Madame Maria Perenskaya, you know my wife, my niece Sonia, and my daughter Natasha.
May I have the pleasure? Oh, dear. Perhaps I should be more fortunate later on. Have no fear, I shall try again. Adieu.
Au revoir.
Danilov is our hostess's first cousin, supposed to be worth millions.
Second cousin, dear.
Ah, there's the French ambassador himself. He looks as if he were a king.
You're rather late, you know. You see, most of my dancers are gone.
Why must I keep thinking of Prince Andre? Am I so much in love with him that all others seem ridiculous? We saw so little of each other, and yet I remember every moment. Oh, if only he could have brought me here tonight. Why doesn't he like the city? It isn't right for a man to shut himself off for months and months as he does.
I am so delighted to see you again. Will you honor me with this dance?
Pierre, nice to see you again.
Pierre, my boy.
Will you honor me with this dance?
Don't you just love dances?
Not ordinarily. This is the first one I've come to in more than 2 years.
I'm so glad you did come. I mean, after the night of the hunt, Mama and Papa said how nice it was that you came to visit, and they hoped you'd come again. I mean...
I hope you tell Mama and Papa that I intend to come and visit often. Very often, if they will permit me.
I certainly shall tell them.
And on moonlit nights, do you still want to hold yourself tight and fly off to the moon?
How do you know? Where did you hear?
I couldn't help overhearing. My window was just below yours.
What a disaster. You heard everything.
No, you disappeared too soon.
You must think I'm an utter idiot.
No. I don't think you're an idiot. I think...
Permit me, mademoiselle. May I have the pleasure of this dance? Thank you.
What a joy it is to dance with her. Like holding springtime in your arms. Like holding a branch of lilac or a kitten. Look at her now. If she looks back at me and smiles on the next turn, she'll be my wife.
Guide us with thine infinite wisdom. Teach us to abide in thy mercy. And if it be thy will, let this bed be my grave.
Mama, I must talk to you just once more.
Well, well. It's about Prince Andre, I suppose.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.